Under the backdrop of our nation's capital, a 3-1 lead for the Houston Astros. Astros leading things off and are robbed on a great catch by Adam Eaton in right. Josh Reddick making a bid for extra bases as the action is fast as we welcome you back in the top of the 6th inning.
Well, what a ball game. A little bit of defense appreciated by the pitcher, Anibal Sanchez, and Adam Eaton in right field takes an extra base hit away from Josh Reddick. First pitch swinging, Reddick hammers it on the line, and Eaton makes a nice diving catch to start the 6th inning. Reddick made a terrific defensive play in the top half of the inning, and now he has one made on him.
One gone for Robinson Chirinos. Deep to left field, and that one's going to go into the screen attached to the foul pole. 4-1 Houston.
Chirinos with 17 home runs in the regular season, and the Astros, they got a lot of life now. They were able to get out of a tough situation. Josh James striking out Ryan Zimmerman to leave a couple on board, and then they come right back and get another run to add to their lead.
Pinch hitter is Kyle Tucker. Robinson Chirinos really enjoying the visiting environs. He was 0 for 2 in the first 2 games, a single, and then that solo homer.
Right off that foul pole down the left field line.
Big long swing by Tucker puts him behind 0-2, but each of the first 3 hitters here this inning have offered at the first pitch. They want to jump on Anibal Sanchez here as he's deep into his ninth.
Yeah, we have talked about this, how they've changed their approach, and that 4-seam fastball, inner half of the plate. They've all been aggressive early in the at-bats against Sanchez. Something that A.J. Hinch felt like was a departure from what this team did during the regular season. They were always aggressive, and they'd gotten a little complacent, a little too patient.
Ball and 2 strikes to Tucker, who has a pinch hit single in this World Series. He's now pinch hit in all 3 games so far. The Astros with their biggest lead of the series to date, on top 4-1. And it's still a ball and 2 strikes to Kyle Tucker.
Well, the 2017 World Series champions, they've got a lot of character. You can see double-barreled action as Tanner Rainey and Fernando Rodney both throwing in the Nationals bullpen.
Change-up misses, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Tucker now. Well, the good news for Sanchez is that home run comes with the bases empty. Two balls and 2 strikes. Another full count.
You know, the Astros, we talk about the character of their ball club. A.J. Hinch said, you know, his team understands the situation. They know the numbers about teams falling behind 0-2 in the series. He said, but literally, he said, all the cliches you want to talk about, we're just trying to win tonight. Get back in the series. The last team to come back from an 0-2 start and win the series, the '96 Braves. They're the Yankees, as the '96 Braves.
Here comes Dave Martinez. They're going to go get him. Yep. That's going to be it. allowed out a homer and then a walk, and that's going to spell the end of the night for Anibal Sanchez.
Pitches into the 6 and gives up the 10 hits, and he'll turn things over to the bullpen. But he will leave with the lead. No lead off, of course. But he certainly pitched his heart out here, as Houston has the lead trying to get back in this series.
Pitching change. We'll be right back. Well, Anibal Sanchez got through 3 innings, having thrown fewer pitches than Steven Strasburg through 3, than Max Scherzer through 3. But here in the 6th inning, he just hit the wall. A couple of rockets, one of which went out for a homer and then a walk. And that prompts Dave Martinez into making the call for Fernando Rodney.
Rodney threw 21 pitches in an inning of work in game 2. He pitched the 7th inning, walked the leadoff man Reddick, and then got out of it. Next 3 guys he was able to get out of the jam. Oldest player to play in the World Series since Jamie Moyer in 2008. And now Rodney inherits a runner at first base in a 1-out situation.
He'll start by checking in on Tucker. George Springer with a single to open the ball game tonight. He has added a ground ball to short and another ground ball to short. There goes Tucker. Suzuki's throw sails into center field. Tucker was late to recognize it. He'll get to third anyway.
Boy, Rodney just never looked over at first base, and Tucker got a running start. No chance at all for Suzuki. Look at the jump he gets. He's got 2 full steps before Rodney makes a move toward home. Ball skips into center. Yeah, he got a running start. No chance at all for Suzuki. Rushed the throw and throws it into center.
Stolen base and an error charged on that play as Springer fouls it away.
As a catcher, you see that terrific jump. You try to rush the throw, and whenever that happens, you're going to make a bad throw. The ball had a lot of run on it, ran right past the infielder out into the outfield.
Ball and a strike to George Springer. Late. 1-2.
The reason they went to Rodney in this situation, Springer is 0 for 7 against Rodney with a strikeout. He's had a lot of success. Fastball, changeup. And Rodney's always had a terrific changeup, but he's still maintaining that velocity on his fastball.
A great note there that A.J. Hinch actually caught Fernando Rodney in 03 with the Tigers, playing for then manager Alan Trammell. Still the ball and 2 strikes.
Rodney's still able to throw 95 earlier in his career when he was caught by A.J. Hinch. He was throwing 97, 98 and still had a wipeout changeup.
The next 1-2.
That was an interesting sequence of pitch calling by Suzuki. He called for the changeup, didn't think that Rodney wanted to throw it, then called for a fastball, but went right back to the changeup because that's the pitch that Rodney wanted. But Rodney takes a lot of time after getting the sign he wants before he goes into the set position.
He takes a lot of time to do a lot of things, including getting into the game. He takes the bullpen cart and then has a very slow, deliberate, methodical walk to the mound. Made him bite on a high fastball. It's fouled off. Again, if things go perfectly right for the Nationals, they get through 6 with their starters and they get to shorten up the bullpen rotation. Think of Pat Riley in the 80s winning NBA titles. Shorten up the bench. Instead of using all 11, you use 7. That was Riley's mentality. And that's kind of what the Washington Nationals are hoping for. Didn't happen tonight because Sanchez wasn't able to go any farther than 5 1/3. So it's going to be up to Rodney, Rainey, and perhaps another level of the non-back-end relievers to try to keep this game close. 8th pitch of the plate appearance on its way. And he walked him.
Springer did a good job of fouling off the fastball and taking the changeup. Didn't chase any of those changeups, and it works Rodney for the walk now. Springer's a threat to run as well. Altuve's hit the ball hard 3 times tonight. Pair of doubles in his last 2 plate appearances and lined out deep to center field in the first inning.
And now the Nationals trainer Paul Lessard coming out to chat with Kurt Suzuki. See if we can identify what happened here. I don't know if it was a finger. He's favoring a leg when he got back out of his crouch. Went down hard on that right knee.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Yeah, you're right. It just had to move so quickly to get in front of that ball. He blocked. It was off of his chest protector.
Runners at the corners with 1 away, and now the Nationals have to deal with the hottest part of a very dangerous lineup. Altuve and Brantley have combined to go 4 for 6 tonight. A strike on the outside corner.
Yeah, it's really interesting how the Nationals defense is set up now. As Asdrubal Cabrera is talking with the second base umpire, trying to get him to get into a position where his vision is not blocked of the hitter. He's had Lance Barksdale move around a couple of different times, but they're playing back kind of halfway up the middle.
That's a foul ball.
Springer was running on the pitch.
Well, if they were showing that they wanted to run against Kurt Suzuki in the beginning of the night before he got hurt. You know, what they just saw is going to make him even more aggressive, right?
Yeah, and Rodney, of course, allowed that terrific jump at first by Kyle Tucker.
There's nowhere to go to get Jose Altuve out unless you are very precise on the corners. As we've documented, he loves the ball up. A pair of doubles for him tonight. Hey, how did he get out of the way of that?
Boy, and again, Rodney not having any chance at all to hold the runner as Springer goes to second. Another stolen base. And now the infield has to come in, play at the edge of the grass. Boy, he did get out of the way. That changeup that sailed way off the plate inside. I don't know how it missed him.
Springer at second, Tucker the runner at third, one gone, and again the infield in, as Buck mentions. The 1-2 put in play to third. Rendon will come home. They've got Tucker in a rundown, doing a great job of taking enough time to allow Altuve to get to second.
Yeah, you stay in the rundown long enough when you commit going on contact, and he kept the rundown going to allow Altuve to hustle into second base. They're going on contact with the infield drawn in, and Tucker breaks for home and watches the throw come to the catcher. And he's able to keep the rundown going for Altuve to get into scoring position in second.
By the way, that ball hit him.
Boy, it did brush his jersey, didn't it?
And, you know, Jose Altuve is the kind of guy that wants to swing the bat and hit, so he didn't make a big deal about it, but that ball hit him.
Brushed his jersey.
Yeah. So Michael Brantley, the batter, has been intentionally walked. As we take another good look at this, they got him on the jersey. That is a hit batsman by definition of the law. Nobody saw it. Altuve didn't make a big deal about it because he wanted to drive in 2 runs.
And it is reviewable, of course.
So here's Bregman with the bases loaded. 0 for 3 tonight. His 1 hit in the series, the 2-run homer yesterday. And if Alex Bregman is in fact going to win the American League's MVP award, and there are a lot of people that think his big September has put him over the top of Mike Trout, he certainly wouldn't be the first MVP to go on to a World Series and get slowed down. There's still plenty of time for him to rewrite that. 1-1.
There's so much time and preparation put into game planning against great players that have had great years, and it is often the case that they'll carry a hot bat into the postseason and get shut down. And he has really been shut down in these situations. Just 1 for 14 with runners in scoring position.
Bregman puts it in play for Turner, and the Nats bullpen pitches out of a stingy fix. Bases left loaded. The only damage on the Chirinos homer, and if you're